Today we are going to start with making a blue flower with a ladybug. I'm going to start making a semicircle-ish shape on the left hand corner of the paper. I'm going to lightly sketch the petals. I'm using a 2B pencil to lightly sketch first. I'll be making 5 petals. Started with the first petal, that's a diagonal one. I'm going to darken these lines now, the semicircle on the left and the petals one by one. Once you draw all the dark lines, you can erase the lighter lines. I'm going to make a tiny circle over the petal and a tiny semicircle on the right hand side of the circle. This is for the ladybird, beetle. Now we start painting, and I'm going to use a round synthetic brush. I'm using lemon yellow, and I'm going to fill the entire semicircle on the left hand corner. I'm going to apply the paint in circular direction. You can start in the center or do the edges first and then fill in the space. Once I've filled the lemon yellow, I'm going to take a little bit of orange. I'm going to apply the same circular strokes. But this time, once I've made the ring, I'm going to blend it. I'm going to blend both the colors, lemon yellow and orange. I'm going to slowly move towards the outer rim. Around the circumference, I'm going to apply brown. Again, I'm blending the colors, orange and brown, together. Every time you change the color, make sure you're washing the brush and wiping it. So you can see how nicely it's blended. So use 3 colors to do the shading: lemon yellow, orange and brown. I will now start the petals. I'm going to use a light blue. If you're using acrylic paints, you can use cerulean blue. If you're using poster colors, you can use cobalt blue. I'm going to fill in all the petals one by one. Try to maintain the direction. You can keep applying longer strokes, vertical strokes, following the shape of the petal. Fill in the edges. And then fill in the entire petal. Try to hold the brush like you're holding a pencil, slightly slant. This way you get a nice tip. So the outlining becomes easy. Once I've done the cerulean blue or the light blue, I'm going to add a darker shade of blue onto the petal, onto each petal, around the borders as well as few strokes in the center. Make sure you add darker blue around the edges, vertical strokes, following the shape of the petal, and repeat the same process on all the other petals. Fill in the light blue first. The edges of the petals, and then completely filling the petal. As you can see, if you're holding the brush in a slightly slanting position, you get a nice grip and the borders turn out really neat. And it's easier to fill in the petal. Once I've finished the light blue, I'm going to apply darker blue strokes. Make sure when you're applying darker blue, the light blue is slightly wet so that the colors merge nicely. As you can see, even though I'm doing the edges, it still blends in really smoothly. So I do the outer corners of the petals from bottom to top and 1 or 2 strokes in the center of the petal. I'm going to take red and fill the tiny semicircle that I've made on the petal. Do the borders and then fill it in. You can take a tiny brush compared to the brush that you were using earlier. You can use brush number 2 for the red. Once you've done that, we're going to use a darker shade of yellow this time to do the backdrop. If you're using acrylic paints, you can use golden yellow. If you're using poster colors, you can use cadmium or chrome yellow. Start painting the edges first so that you have enough time for the petals to dry. Once you've done the edges, you can slowly come closer to the outline of the petal. The entire background needs to be filled with the darker shade of yellow. As you can see, edges first and the outer edges first, and then slowly coming closer to the flower petals. The background will be just a single color, a darker shade of yellow. There's no shading here. This way the blue flower stands out. The border around the beetle. slowly coming closer to the flower petals. Make sure there are no white spaces while you're painting. Fill in all the gaps. I'm going to fill in black in the tiny circle. I'm also going to use the tip of the brush to make tiny dots onto the red semicircle. You can use a brush number 1 or 2 for these tiny details, and I'm going to make 2 tiny lines, curvy lines for the antenna. And for the finishing touches, I'm just going to outline the outer rim of the semicircle of the flower in the center, and I'm just going to outline it with black. And the blue flower is ready.